Okay, my name is Tamás Tatai. We are in Mosonmagyaróvár, the hometown of the first dementia-friendly community in Hungary. The town is located halfway between Vienna and Budapest. I think it's very similar to dementia-friendly communities in other parts of Europe. We would like to educate the public so that they would be well educated about dementia, and it can reduce the stigma, and because of this help those who are affected by the illness. And obviously the other target group, which is part of the local community, is the very people who are affected, the people who live with dementia and their family carers. Before we started the dementia-friendly community project, we already run the Alzheimer Cafe in the town, and this was the first link basically between professional workers in social care and the community. And based on the success, and also we saw the need of developing this project somehow, we actually decided to embark on another project, which is the dementia-friendly project. And as we planned more and more things, we actually run public events in the local community where people could approach us, we could talk to people, they can ask for advice. So basically it was a source of information for them and raising awareness. We organized an international conference, which was the first one on the subject of dementia-friendly aspect in this country. We also joined the Purple Angel network for Alzheimer's Week, which was in March, with a concert of the group of elderly people. Yes, another interesting project within the big one is training shop owners. We have a group of shop owners in the town center. They have a association, and they were very keen on joining this project. They wanted to have their business dementia friendly. So we basically run a training for the shop owners and shop assistants, which was about educating them about dementia, about the symptoms of dementia, so that they can identify people, possibly know who actually enter the shops, and then help them. They serve them the way they're supposed to be served. So we started educating students in one of the local secondary school. They were in the age of 12 and 16 years old. And we actually wanted to help them to learn about dementia, to learn about how is it living with dementia, and actually how can we support people who live with dementia. I think this is really easy to answer, because we are the very first dementia-friendly community project in the country, and we took the initiative to embark on this project, and this is what gives the uniqueness of it, I think. And we already have some kind of knowledge and experience which we would like to share and pass on to others who will follow us. So I think we are in a unique position to actually help others. We talk to people on a personal level. If we think of meeting them in care homes, in the day center, because then they can obviously talk about it in their own community. So the word of mouth is really important. And also we use the local media, whether it's the free newspapers or occasionally the newspapers which you have to buy. But we are very lucky because the local television offers us opportunity to talk about the project occasionally. And we also use Facebook. That we have our Facebook page, which if we are lucky, the post is shared by many people, so it can go up to national level. And we have flyers which we put out on public events. And we are very lucky because we had coverage in the national media as well. We can talk about online media, radio, and sometimes on news as well, national news. we didn't have contact in the national media, but I approached the PR company before we started the project. So right from the beginning, from the press conference, we had in-kind support from a Budapest-based PR company, and thanks for their contacts, we could basically be in many outlets, and this is how actually people in the country knew about our project. We are very keen on sharing our knowledge with the public administration, and then we have opportunity to talk about it, and we hope it could be beneficial not only for us, but also for other communities in the country. So we try to keep the cost on a minimum because we have a very small budget, and we basically spend on the Alzheimer Cafe meetings, which is the catering. We have the meetings in a cafe house, so whatever people consume we have to pay for. And also if we have a guest, a speaker, we also buy a thank you gift for the person. We have some printouts, marketing, PR material, which we have to pay for. Also the travel costs of people who come to us, or if we have to go to visit other places, is being paid for. And if we have public events somewhere outside on the streets, we have some catering. We also pay for that, but basically this is it. Financing this project, it's not easy, so we constantly looking for financing opportunities. We are very lucky because the foundation is a partner with the local social services, so basically we use their offices, we can use the fax, the telephone, so we don't have any expenses in terms of this. We have every year opportunities to apply for local, regional and national government funding, but it's really uncertain because at the time of the application we don't know if we can get any, or if we can get how much money can we get, and then we have to apply year after year, so it's unpredictable. Everybody who works for the foundation and works on this project, they basically do it in their own spare time. They are volunteers, so we don't have to pay for their work. And it's also important to mention that we are constantly looking for ways to reduce the cost by involving people from different professional background, and this is how we could get help from a PR company. They offered their help pro bono. So basically, this is why we could get access to national media and we didn't have to pay for. And also it's really important to try to find people out there who could possibly help financially and they are affected by dementia at the same time, because they are more likely to help us. And it's not easy, but we have to try it. And there's another source of funding. We're also looking for international funding opportunities. And this is how we applied for the funding of the European Foundation Initiative in Dementia 2 years ago. And we were the only applicants from Hungary, and we were one of the 12 winners. And with this award, we got 9,000 euros, which is obviously really good, but we try to spend it carefully. I think it's really important, especially if you are in a country like Hungary, where there's not much knowledge available about dementia-friendly concept, to use your network if you have one. And luckily, we have access to experts from abroad because of our international network. So it was invaluable for us to actually rely on their knowledge, and there were always people there to ask for. And I think it's really beneficial. So I would say if people or others who very keen on developing a project like this, they should really look for international partners. And also, if you are embarking on a project which is in the local communities, about the local community or for them, you have to work together with your local government, because the local government can support you. This is also their job. This is what they there for, and even if financial resources not as good as you wish for, they can always support you. So don't hesitate to talk to them.